Hello, hello, hello. Let's see here. Where do I want to go? This is where I want to go. We'll see if the music is too loud. Let me know if the music is too loud. Alright. You got some stuff to ink. I don't know that we'll get through everything, but we can get some stuff inked at least. Some nice dessert-themed dice. I'm thinking maybe some sort of white for this. Maybe a shimmering white. That could be good. I have shimmering white. I'm trying to set it up so I have good lighting here. Easier said than done, I guess. Alright, let's see if how the shimmering white looks. I do worry that it's going to blend in with the white on the sides a little bit. I guess we'll see. I think it'll be fine with the purple, but yeah, I hope it doesn't blend in too much. Okay, let me try it over here where it's a little bit lighter. Because it might be too light. Is that kind of hard to read? I don't know. Need a second opinion. Let me go post on Discord that I am live. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. That might be a little bit too light. Well, we'll see if anybody else shows up and we can get a second opinion on that. Yeah. I could go for like a white instead of the shimmering white. Let me grab that. We could try it. I don't know. It might stand out a little bit more. This music seems a little bit... It's in like a minor key. It seems kind of like creepy almost or something. I feel like that is maybe a little bit easier to... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll come back to this set. What I can do... is I could ink this in white. I think I'll just do that in the regular white. I'm still trying to decide if I want to keep this die for myself or not. Well, it'll probably end up in the shop. Let's be real here. But I like it. I like a rainbow die. I kind of want a rainbow die. I do usually, I've found when I do something like rainbow or whatever, I do usually ink it in white. Because it usually stands out really well. And also it's not like gonna clash. Alright. Yeah, we'll do this one. I don't know that I'll get everything inked today. I don't really want to stream for like 5 hours or anything. I think wish I did something like that last time I was working on inking things. We'll see. But I do want to get a couple sets of dice inked at least. Hey Vengrel. How are you doing? I'm getting this. I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep this D20 for myself or not. Cause rainbows. I like rainbows. Oh, also, if you could let me know if the music is too loud or anything. I don't know, I'm bad at figuring out what levels things should be at. see here. I'm trying to decide also. I was thinking white for these, but I worry that like, so this one's like white and then this one's like a shimmering white. I worry that it blends in too much on those lighter sides. Like it's fine on, it's fine, it's fine here. But then once it gets to the like white, I don't know. Little stressy. That was me yesterday. I was so stressed yesterday. Just, I don't know. I'm like a month behind on all of the dice stuff. I should have Halloween dice polishing already. I don't have them sanded. Hopefully things get a little less stressful for you. But yeah, I don't know if the white works. I could do like a dark purple maybe? Cause I don't really, like this has purple in it, but it doesn't have like a dark purple all that much. I could try it. Let's try a dark purple. See how it looks. I don't know if I like this purple. Does silver work? Silver's an idea. I'll try that too. Why do I have printer paper here? Oh, I do also have like this shimmering purple. That could be pretty. Let me see. Let's see if I have a dark purple that's not. I don't know. This one's kind of muted. Yeah, let me see how this looks. I also have this purple, but I don't know. That one might blend in too much. How's this one look? This one might be too blue. Oh no! Oopsies. Yeah, that purple's not gonna work. That's gonna blend in way too much. Alright, let's try silver. Ew. Although, to be fair, this purple isn't actually as deep and dark as I was hoping. Just a second, I'm gonna get so much purple. Okay. Let's see, where's my silver? Here's my silver. Clean out this purple. I don't like the purple. The purple doesn't look good. And it's easiest to clean out while it's still not dried. Up to anything fun recently? I went and played some Minecraft with friends last night. That was fun. I'm gonna try and edit it down. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with my gaming channel. I think the silver's more visible, but I don't know. Just a second, let's see here. Oh, you know what I could do? You know what color is in here? I don't know if I like the silver though. It just feels like very like cold compared to the bright purples and things. But you know what color I do have in here is gold. There is a little bit of shimmery gold in here. So maybe we could try that. I'm always a sucker for a good metallic. Let's see, where's gold? Here's my gold. I might need to get more gold paint. Oh, let's see. Too many dice is... yeah. Yeah, that's understandable. Oh, my foot's asleep. I just need to find time to actually sand things personally. I've just been... I don't know. I've been so unmotivated to sand things. And then I've gotten busy with like other things. Let's try gold. Gold's always like a pretty Safe classic option. I don't know if it matches the berry cheesecake vibe though. I know I said I have a little bit of gold shimmer in there, but well, isn't that a mood? Yeah, I was stressing so much last night with that sort of, like, I have so much to do, I don't have time for anything else. I think the gold stands out nicely, but I don't know if it matches the, like, theme as much. Maybe it's like the crust. I don't know. I don't know if you can see see a little bit of gold shimmer in there. You can kind of see it there a little bit. Oh, I did also, I realized there's an option to have less latency, so like make it so that it's quicker between when I am saying stuff and when you guys get it. But it does also say that the video quality will be less. I don't know how much less. I was debating whether I should try it. The problem is... no, maybe I have to do that as I'm... Oh, yeah. That's fair. No, light pink could work. I don't really, I don't know. I'm the kind of person who usually tries to like pull a color that's in the dye already or go for like a contrast. I don't know. That pink might work. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do there. I like the idea of the white, but it's not visible enough. I'll put this back over here. Alright, let's see here. I don't know, I kind of like the gold. We could try like a... I don't know if I have a good pink though. Let's try this pink. Oh, apparently I've not used this pink. The like sort of theme. didn't change the latency. I still have it as just normal instead of having it like sped up. And I don't know if I can change that now that I'm actually streaming. I don't know. Because there's definitely a bit of delay between when I say something and when you get it, because it takes a while between when I say something and when there's like a response. Like more so than there was with Twitch, which I don't know that they're kind of two different things, but I'm gonna grab some tea. Alright, let's try this shimmering pink, maybe, see how it looks. I don't think I've used this pink color before. But it looks like it's like pink and then kind of shimmers bluish, which might be kind of nice. Let's see. It's also, this is true. Oh, this one doesn't really show up much at all. Shimmer's all pretty though. It just kind of shimmers blue though. It's kind of like my duo blue pink pigment that I have. Yeah, I think the best so far is the gold. I think the best so far is the gold. It shows up. Yeah, this is just acrylic paint. I have some like fancy ones though that are like color shift. So like this one's purple and then it kind of shimmers blue, and this one's pink and it kind of shimmers blue. I got a couple of them. I had the purple, I think. Did I have the purple? What's the first one I got? Yes, I got the purple one when I was doing the Minecraft dice, because I wanted something that would go well with the like crying obsidian, really dark with like flashes of purple in it. And then when I was doing the like stone themed dice, I think we're gonna go with gold, by the way. When I was doing the stone themed dice, that needs cleaned. I was like, I need a different like green or something for the labradorite dice. And so I went to the local craft store. I was like, okay, what have they got that I think will match? And I ended up with two different color shift ones because I wasn't sure which one was gonna match. I ended up with these because I wasn't sure which one would match better. I think I ended up going with this more green to yellow one. Which, although this one ended up working well for a different set of dice. And then I was like, okay, they're so pretty though, and I bought myself, I can't remember where I got. Oh, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get a couple just because they're pretty. And I got these two. So this one's the pink that kind of shimmers blue, and this one's like a white that kind of shimmers pinkish. And now I have so many pretty color shift ones. Okay, I have 5. But look, I have 5 pretty color shift ones. I really like them. Do I eventually want all the color shift ones? Yeah, probably. I just think they're fun and pretty. Oh, but yeah, how's the volume on the music? Like compared to voice? I can kind of see like how loud it is supposedly, but I don't know how loud that actually is. You know what I mean? Like, I can hear how loud it is in my ear, but I know that that's not going to be the same as what you guys are hearing. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with gold. When in doubt, I usually go with gold. It's kind of interesting. It's good? Oh, okay, cool. It's kind of interesting. I feel like there's a few things that are definitely not neutral colors that we treat as neutral colors. Gold is like one of them, because gold is like yellow. You know, yellow is not a neutral color usually. But gold, which is just kind of like a certain shimmering shade of yellow. Now that's a neutral color. And it's the same thing with like blue jeans. Like, we treat like denim jeans, or just denim I guess in general, like it's a neutral. You can wear whatever color you want with it. But then you think about it and you're like, oh, these are just... Oh, okay, cool. That's what I'm going for. Like, blue jeans are blue, but we're just like, yeah, you can wear whatever color you want with them. Yeah, I think the gold looks nice. We'll go with the gold. Yeah, I think, like I was saying, I was stressed yesterday, and that was partially because I was trying to get some polymer clay things made, and then I also needed to ship things. It just felt like there was a lot of things I needed to work on. But I got, stuff done that I really had to get done. I have more stuff that I should get done. But also just being a month behind on sanding things is really what's getting me, because I have 3 sets of dice for this shop release that are still polishing. And I'm supposed to update the shop next Friday. I'd like to have things done by Monday. Although actually, maybe I will switch. So the reason that I want to have everything done by Monday is because I've been posting things on Patreon on Mondays because they get first dibs. My patrons do on the things that go into my shop. But okay, I'll show you in just a second. I could do that on Wednesday. I think maybe I'll just switch that so it's a little bit closer to the actual shop update. I think 3 days is going to be plenty of time to decide if you want something. First dibs. I'll be sure to let them know though that I'm going to change that, I think. Just a second here. I'll show you some of the things. So, I still have some of them here. I made some more tiny mushrooms. Some of them ended up a little bit discolored. The stems did, but I made some more little tiny mushrooms, and I made some different colored ones to put in like some necklaces or something. That's my idea anyway. Put them in some necklaces. And then, yeah, this orange one got super discolored. I think it got a little bit warmer and it's thinner. And then I'm doing Greek god themed dice, and I have 3 more that I want to make. And so I made, I'll let you guess what this is. But it's not, like, this isn't shiny, but made a little, and I added a little bit of glitter to it last night. But a couple of little tiny pomegranates. And then I actually made a couple of just random like bones because I had some skulls that I had made a long while ago that I was going to turn into earrings. I was just like, I don't know if I want to just have like 2 matching skulls for earrings, or if I want to do like a skull and then like a femur bone or something. So I went and made some bones and put them with the skulls as earrings. They're in the other room though, I'd have to go grab them. Which I can go do if you're interested in seeing them, but otherwise I'll keep painting. Yeah, the polymer clay stuff takes so long. But it's fun. Themes also. Ah, okay, thanks. That was one of the themes that was chosen by my patrons as well. I'm not doing a like specific theme this next month because I'm pretty sure the dice that I'm going to be making this next month are the ones that will be in the shop update in December. So I'm going to try and focus on, you know, wintry and Christmas and those sorts of dice. Is that right? The ones I make next, the ones for December, I think so. I'll have to look at my document. What does the document say? I think I have that. Nope, that's not the document I need. Here's the document I need. I have so many Word documents. So let's see here. October, November, Greek gods. Yeah, it'll be the ones for December. Only worked with polymer clay once. The results are acceptable. I want to do some more, I think, with polymer clay. Just making some, like, pretty stuff. I saw a technique where you kind of, like, chop a whole bunch of pieces of clay up into irregular shapes and then put them together with, like, some shimmer and stuff in between. And kind of stick them all back together. And that looked cool. Like, I could make some cool jewelry with that sort of idea. That seems fun. So I kind of want to try that at some point. I got like a new display thing that's like just a second, let me get some more gold paint. Okay. It's like a pegboard thing that spins, so I can put it on the table and people can spin it around and look at things on all the sides. And I'm using it kind of as a goal to a certain extent, because it's like, okay, I want to fill this up. I don't want there to be any empty sides or anything. I want to make sure I have enough stuff to cover this thing. Because it's not actually that small, it's fairly large. Where was I going with this? Can't remember where I was going with this. Oh, polymer clay. Yeah, so my thought is one side's going to be keychains. And I'm doing pretty well on the keychain front. One side's going to be like magnets. I need to figure out a way to something to put on that side. There's like a metal sheet or something so that I can actually then stick magnets to it. I need to get the actual magnet part too. But I have like phone grip molds, and I was thinking instead of making them into phone grips, I could make them into magnets. But that's besides the point. So magnets on one side, and then the other two sides I was thinking, it is nice. It's nice to have like a specific goal. I was like, I'm motivated to fill this so that it looks nice and presentable, and like I actually have stuff. But no, the last two sides I was gonna do necklaces on one side and earrings on another, and I really don't have that many like earrings at the moment. I have some. I was just talking about the skull and bone ones. But I definitely want to make some more. And I have like a bunch of metal charms that I could use. And I've got, you know, polymer clay. So I was thinking I could just do some like kind of pretty sort of things with like the charms and the polymer clay. I do want to try making polymer clay canes too. I haven't done that before, but it looks like fun. Maybe I'll rope my grandma into that. That's where I got all my polymer clay from her. She used to do a lot with polymer clay. And enjoyed making canes and things. But her hands don't really handle it anymore, so she's moved on to other crafts that her hands can handle. And I inherited a whole bunch of polymer clay, which I'm not complaining about. It's kind of funny. I come from a pretty crafty family, I guess. You know, I don't think it's funny because I don't know that. Because my grandma made stuff, my dad made stuff. Neither of them are all that motivated, I think, to sell it necessarily. They just like making stuff, which I mean, that's the making stuff is the fun part. The selling stuff is the stressful part, or the work part. But like, I don't know. My grandma doesn't really consider herself an artist, because she would find something that she found interesting, try it out for a while, and then before she got like really, really good at it or whatever, she'd move on to something else because she'd get bored with it, which, you know, I can definitely see where the ADHD comes from. But I only recently learned that polymer exists. She told me mom she did a lot with it when she was younger, but you never knew. Oh! That's kind of funny. Yeah, I have fond memories of going over to my grandma and grandpa's as a kid and doing polymer clay stuff with my grandma. I feel like I vaguely remember her taking like a polymer clay class. There's a surprising number of artists where I live. Like my grandma's best friend is a professional like glass worker. I don't know what you call But she's a professional artist who does fused glass. But there's just like a surprising number of artists here. I've been doing a monthly art walk. So there's like a local, like kind of outdoor shopping area. And basically, once a month, they've been having it so that local artists can come and table. You know, set up a table outside one of the businesses, and we're assigned a business that we set up outside of. You know, people can walk around and come see what people are selling and that sort of stuff. But there's a surprising number of participants. I feel like a lot of people. All right, there's that one. So what did you actually make out of polymer clay? Yeah, yeah. I feel like I've used to be that way more than I am now, partially because I'm like trying to make this work as a career, and I know I can't do that. It's like there's so many things I'd love to try, but it's like I don't have time to take up paper making and book binding and sewing clothes, and there's so many different interesting things out there. I did soap making. I need to figure out what I'm doing. I've had a couple people ask me about soap recently. But the thing is, the soap that I make takes 4 to 6 weeks to cure. So I can't just make some soap and give it to them, 'cause I gotta wait a month for it to be done. You made runestones from The Witcher with the actual signs made out of epoxy. Ooh, that sounds cool. You know, I feel like, I don't know. It's nice. The whole thing about wouldn't want to sell things unless you're confident. Yeah, I get that. That's part of the reason I never started. It took me this long to start a YouTube channel. Is because I know that I'm bad at editing. I hope that I'm getting better at it. I'm trying to get better at it. But it's one of those things where I'm just like, I know that it's not going to be very good at first. And I don't want to make something that's not very good, so I'm just not going to do it. I don't know. I guess I'm definitely still not confident about the videos, but... Oh, you made it as a Christmas present. That's nice. Yeah. It's so nice being crafty when it comes to figuring out gifts for people. I think my editing's fine. Aw, thanks. It is something that I want to get better at, too. And I'm hoping that just by doing it a whole bunch, I'll get better. I feel like there's certain things that I've already started to figure out. I'm just like, oh, it works better like this type thing. But I'm hoping that that continues as I go, too. You've seen way worse videos from bigger YouTubers. Oh man, I was watching, I got recommended some sort of art video, and it really made me feel like, okay, maybe I can do this, because it was someone who had a whole bunch of followers, and I'm like, Okay, their video quality is about the same as mine. It's like I don't feel as bad about low video quality, or not necessarily low, but like the video quality that I have and the editing skills that I have. I mean, this person's obviously doing well with a similar sort of setup. I'm debating, so the videos that are easiest for me to make are the speed pours. Those are nice and easy for me to make. Literally I just film what I am doing. I find a song that I think kind of matches the vibe of whatever it is that I made. And then I cut things together to the music. They're fun, they're easy. I don't have to try and figure out the order of things, it's already right there for me. So I can make those fairly quick, but I do want to make some more complicated videos. There was a whole idea for a video. I don't remember if you were here for the last stream, but we were discussing an idea for a video about cat hair dice, but I should figure that out. It's gonna take a lot more work, which means it's gonna take more time. It's one of those things where it's like, it's probably not going to do as well either. Maybe, who knows? I never know what's going to do well on the analytics wise, but I think it's going to be fun to make, and I just want to try making a bunch of different things at the moment. I'm still figuring out the direction I want to go. I do have a tutorial I need to put together at some point. I need to actually write the script for the voiceover and stuff. That's the part that takes forever, is figuring out, like, voiceovers and things. Oh, okay, I couldn't remember if you were there or not. It's like, I knew that you stopped by, but I couldn't remember. I feel like you had to leave early? Or was that someone else that had to leave early? You will learn very quickly that I have no memory. I don't remember when it was. I think something that I want to do for that video is I want to go back and find in some of my old VODs sections where I find cat hair in my resin. That's going to take me a while because that's going to take some searching. I'm hoping that I can just kind of like skim through and look for points where I grab my tweezers to pull cat hair out of my resin. Oh my gosh. I should show you my cat just a second. Let me go to autofocus. Look at her. This is how she sleeps. Oops. She's just... Oh boy. Okay, let me go back to... Manual focus. Okay. It's funny, so I'm sure you can see the other box there too that's absolutely full of cat hair. And for some reason, like, paper? I'm not sure why the paper's in there. I don't remember why the paper's in there. She's so fluffy. She is so fluffy. But when she sleeps in that other box, sometimes it just becomes a box of fluff. I'm like, where is your head? She just, like, lays upside down in there with her head all squished. I'm like, are you okay? Can you breathe, cat? Oh, she's woken up now. Am I talking too much? Oh, are you going in your box? Did I talk about your box? Apparently I mentioned her box, so she must go in her box. But no, sometimes she lays in there and it's just a box of fluff because, like, there's no limbs or head in sight. She's like, where did you go? Do you like to shed and put cat hair in my resin? Is it something you like to do? I think it is. I call her Pancake Cat. So I have 4 cats. The youngest one is also like half the she's full grown, but she's like half the size of the other cats. And she never looks comfortable. She's always just like this little tight little cat loaf, and so I call her my little loaf. And then this cat always looks comfortable, and she just kind of spreads out and just melts places, and I call her Pancake Cat. I have a whole smorgasbord of breakfast food cats, apparently. I've got my little loaf, I've got Pancake Cat here, and then Koshi does look comfortable, but she also doesn't really melt. She's very dense and just kind of keeps the same shape at all times. So I call her Sausage Cat. She's just like a little sausage link. I'm still trying to come up with some sort of food for Fitz. I don't know. He's just a cat. So I don't know what to call him. Hello. So we're just listening through the YouTube audio library on all of the things that are marked as calm. There's a lot of music in the YouTube audio library, but it is so hard to find anything. Like, because there's very few options for how to search. You've got the genre, the mood, and that's how you kind of have to find things that you think might match. That's pretty much it. Vanilla. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Alright. There's the D2 left. What I was going to say though about the YouTube audio library is, so at the moment we're just listening to everything that has mood calm. And part of the purpose of listening through all this stuff on stream is just because it is nice to have background music. I feel like, 'cause then I don't have to talk continually, even though I do. But also this way, if I run into a song I really like, I can favorite it and hopefully find it later. Not that I can actually search things within the favorite. The way it's set up is so not helpful. Alright, let's see how these look. Yeah, I think the gold's nice. I'm glad that I think that after I've done all of them. Once I had to make a video and finding proper music was a nightmare. Yeah. Were you using the audio library, or were you looking for other like copyright-free music online? I don't remember if I even found. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to remember if I found the if I found a song for the I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. The Zeus dice. I can't remember if I found music yet. I need to edit that together though. Here, let me finish doing this one. Just copyright and royalty free. That's fair. That's why I am, you know, glad that the YouTube audio library like exists. Because I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for background music for things, and I'm like, oh, they have background music built in. That's great. But navigating it is a nightmare. I appreciate the versatility, but navigating it is a nice nightmare. Yeah, it's a core with a shell. Yeah, so it's a blank that I made and then painted, and then put into the actual die mold. They also glow in the dark, which I don't think I can show here because I have a big window next to me. They should glow in the dark anyways. I should double check that. They glowed before I put them into the molds. Oh yeah, I didn't know it existed until after you finished the video. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember how I found out about it. I might have been trying to find like music for YouTube videos or something like that, and it was part of something. Thanks. So my new goal, I was, you know, trying to do this like full time. Just wasn't enough to support myself, so I went and got a part-time job a couple months ago. But also started making videos around the same time, so added some workload there. I never really cut back on what all I was trying to get done. But I think at that point I was trying to get like 8 to 10 sets of dice done a month, plus like 3d20s, a set of fate dice, a set of d6s. I think my new goal is like 6 sets of dice. I might try and do like more d20s, just because those seem to sell well. The d20s do, at least compared to full sets. Probably because they're not as expensive. A single die is not nearly as expensive as a full set. But how much smaller are the molds for your cores than for the shells? Oh, well here I think I can show you. I think I have some blanks here. I got a bunch of random stuff here. So they're just small enough that they will hit the numbers, because the numbers are indented, and then those will hold it in place. Let me find a D4 here. There's D4. So, depending on how deep your numbers are, I have fairly deep numbers, and honestly my cores should be a little bit smaller. Sometimes they end up bowing the outside of the die a little bit, and I have to sand everything down to get it flat. So I really should redo those and, here's stuff. Make them, redo the molds, make them a little bit smaller. Do I sell this or do I keep it? I don't know. Alright, let's move on. Oop. Sorry, didn't mean to almost knock you over there. Alright, I should probably work on one of these full sets. What? We've got our fruit tart dice, or our lemon bar dice, which I just posted a video of a couple days ago. Ah, 3D modeling dice for printing. You want to get the proper spacing. Yeah, so, whatever the size is on the, that would just barely touch the inside of the numbers. Because if you have them like smaller, they'll kind of wiggle around a little bit and won't get centered. If you have them any bigger, they, like I said, they'll bow out the sides of the dice a little bit, and you'll have to sand to get the sides flat again. It's a balancing act. Alright. What should we do next? Lemon bars? Lemon bars? Or fruit tart? Actually, I have a jumbo D20. Oh, I need to... Sometimes stuff likes to get caught in little tiny like dots and things. You gotta come pry it out with a pin. Fruit tart. All right, I'm not sure how I want to ink the fruit tart ones yet. I could do like a beige, maybe? Should I do like a beige? Yeah, let me... You want to see how they look inked? Yeah! Okay. Do I have all the dice here? 2, 4, 6. Okay, good. I do have all the dice here. Yeah, I'm not sure what color I want to ink them, though. Could do like a beige, like I was saying. And then that would kind of stand out on all of the sides, like a really light brown. I don't know if that would take away from how bright these are, though, because I do like how like bright and vibrant they are. We could try it. We could try like a beige. Alright. I might want to add a little bit of orange, warm that up a little bit, but... yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit of orange, I think, and warm this up. It's a little gray. That brown's just a little bit cool. Like cool toned. Let's make it a little bit... It's also the only color you can think of. When in doubt, gold! Well, got a little bit of orange. So it just splashed everywhere. I found a cat here. Okay. It's still rather cool. More orange. I got orange paint everywhere. It just kind of splashed. Yeah, a little bit more orange. Well, that's our orange, I guess. You made wild magic dice once and still can't decide how to ink them because they have so many colors. Valid. Okay, that's definitely more orange now. I think I want some more white. Let's see. I mean, like I said, I usually, if I have like white or rainbow dice, I'll usually default to like white. We could definitely probably do. Hi Maggie, how you doing? Let's try this and see how this looks. Not quite the right color, I think. It's visible. It's maybe a little bit too orange though now. Maybe I went a little bit too orange. But it is visible. Oh, that's good. Glad to hear it. We're trying to decide what color to ink the fruit tart dice. We were thinking maybe like a beige. Maybe like a beige color. No, I don't think that. Pull it back down a little bit. I went too far the other direction again. And we're back to it being more gray. Okay, that one's on me. Went a little too far. And we're back to being gray. I just want a good brown color. I don't know. What do you guys think of the kind of tan beige color? You think it matches the matches fruit tart? Do I have any different brown? Just a second. Actually, this might be alright. Let me just see if I have a different brown color. Grab things. Oh yeah, that brown's better. Yeah, I think it pops. I'm just trying to decide whether. Yeah, I think we'll go with the beige, the tan beige color. I think it works. Oh, this one's maybe also a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong one. I found a warmer brown. I repeat, I found a warmer brown color. Oh yeah, this would be much better. I can't grab it though. And then we're gonna add a bunch of white. I may end up having to paint over that. Let's get some more beige made. Yeah, that brown's so much better. The first one I had was... Yeah, this is a good beige. I like this one. The first brown I had was so gray for some reason. This one feels much more brown. And it's a little bit less orange than this, which is what I wanted. It just felt a little bit orange, I think. This feels much more like a light brown. Very light brown. I'm just gonna paint over it though. This must be ambient. I think this must be ambient calm. Yep. Alright. Get rid of some of the old. And then we'll put in some of the new. That one is not centered. Yeah, I think that'll work out. I think we'll go with the beige. Glad we got that figured out. Anyways. Whew. I'm trying to decide, I mentioned this like offhandedly earlier, but I feel like this is something that Maggie might be interested in. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with the with my gaming channel, because I do have a gaming channel. It's literally just Minecraft. I was trying to decide if I should do like try and do like something besides Minecraft over there. I'm also trying to decide how I want to continue with the Minecraft stuff, or if I do. I think if I decided to stream over there, it'd probably take the place of one of my craft streams here. Just because, easy. But it would give me an excuse to play Minecraft some more. I do think I want to make some more Minecraft dice at some point. Those were very popular. Very, very popular. I don't know. And I have an idea for making it a little bit easier for me to make them too. Which I think would be good because they took way too long. I was selling them for less than the amount of time it took me to make them, some of them. Yeah, I think the beige works. Yeah, the beige is good. But yeah, I'm trying to decide how much energy I want to put towards the gaming channel, because it's not like I'm not trying to get monetized over there necessarily. I'm just kind of trying to make videos and get better at editing. And I think it's fun. If I have fun, it'll work. True. I just gotta find time. That's the thing. It's like, how much time do I want to devote to that? Because it takes time to, like, it takes me forever to edit things. I don't know how I have managed to do a video a week so far. I'm going to be taking 1 week off in a couple of weeks, but I don't know how I've managed to do a video a week so far, just considering how long it takes me to edit things. I don't know how I've done that. With the craft videos, the Minecraft videos have been few and far between. I was thinking about it because, yeah, that's really kind of what it is. It's just very like, I'm just documenting what I'm working on because it's fun. I was thinking about it because I hung out with friends on the server that I'm on last night, and I fully intend to cut down us hanging out into like a video, and I was debating whether I should kind of continue on with the format that I'm doing, because I've been trying to build like a giant maze, but it's kind of fallen to the wayside a little bit, but continue with the format of that and include it in one of those sort of videos, or just be like, fuck it, and just edit that together with no real like transitions or anything, just as more of a we can look back on this later, it was fun type thing. Which wouldn't be really, it wouldn't be as polished or anything, but it's like, it just exists. I think probably I'll want to include it in one of the other videos, just because if the goal is for me to get better at editing, and I want to make something that's as good as it can be type thing, I'm gonna want to make it as good as it can be type thing. And I think it'll be better with like transitions and some sort of lead up or context. Although I might just start the next episode with no context, just start with us hanging out. It's an idea. My schedule is changing a little bit. A little bit. I don't know how. Good to test new techniques or optimize your workflow. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that one I'm just kind of doing for fun. This one I am actually trying to like build this channel, which sounds maybe a little bit, I don't know. That's the other reason I avoided making a YouTube channel, and I mean, I didn't avoid it. I've made videos in the past. None of them were very good, and I didn't stick with it because I couldn't stand editing. But I kind of avoided making a YouTube channel for like this stuff because I don't know. It felt like it's, I don't know what the word is. Not selling out. Cringe? Maybe not cringe. I'm trying to think of a word that means like egocentric, maybe? Which is funny because I love watching YouTube videos, and I don't find people who make YouTube videos egocentric, but it feels like it'd be egocentric for me to do it. And it feels, maybe entitled is the right word, to try and actually like build this channel and get it like monetized and stuff, which could take years. We'll see. Could take a couple years. The rate I'm going, but I guess it's not linear necessarily. Oh, okay. I like the beige. I think the beige is nice. Yeah, the beige is nice, and it shows up against the white. But I am also just legitimately enjoying making videos. It's fun. Can't think of the right word though. Disingenuous, maybe? I don't know. Pandering? No, what is, I don't know. What's a word that means like trying to sell someone something? Can't think of it. Can't think of a word that's just like trying to sell someone something. Let's see, like a salesman. No, I mean, to be fair, even since I started doing, like, commissions and stuff, I don't know. I'd rather someone go get what they want than get something from me. Like, I don't know, if I can't do something, I'd rather someone just find someone else who can do it than get something subpar from me. I say that, but also I look back and there's a couple of sets of dice where I'm just like, I can definitely do that better now. Actually, one of the sets that I have sitting off to the side here, that I don't think I'll be inking today, is one of the first sets of dice I made, and it needs inked, because they were already inked, but I repolished them, because it's like, wow, I polish things so much better now, with the polishing tumblers that I have and stuff. I'm trying to think of what that word is that means to, like, try and sell people things. I don't know. I can't think of what it is. I'll probably remember it in like 2 hours once I've stopped streaming. My brain can actually work again. Because, you know, your brain's not allowed to work while you're streaming. That seems to be like a rule. I don't know. I guess maybe you wouldn't think of it too much. But, like, for some reason streaming takes an awful lot of brain power. I might have to mix up more of this paint, which is going to be unfortunate, because I'm going to have to try and get that color exactly the same. I've definitely heard this song before. Probably in other videos. I didn't even know that you could retract messages. It just says message retracted. And brain.exe stopped working. Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is also making an assumption that it ever was working, but I feel like we've got to have at least some sort of baseline. There's usually at least one brain cell in there, I think. If I can count. I don't know if I can count that high. Oh man, I feel so stupid at work sometimes. I work at a tutoring center. I don't work as a tutor. I work. Oops, how did I end up over here? I work as kind of like someone who helps the tutors and does some of the like paperwork stuff. But you know, I do walk around and help the kids with stuff as needed. And every once in a while, I'm just like, how does math work? It's like, I have a degree in this. What do fractions do again? Like, not that bad necessarily, but I was trying to remember how to do some stuff with fractions the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh, I do not remember this at all. I need to like sit down and actually write it out to remember it, because I don't remember how fractions work. It's like, I went to school for this. I should know this. This is what I get for graduating from high school 10 years ago. It's been too long. I haven't needed to use it. I guess I use algebra all the time, but... I'm gonna have to make more paint. This is unfortunate. Let's at least finish this D12 though. I feel like it'll be less noticeable if the slightly different color of paint is on different dice. Math is the enemy? That's what my degree is in. Well, my degree is technically in general science, but I like math. I like some math. Other math, I'm just like, differential equations exist. Don't ask me how they work. I know it has to do with like when a variable is dependent on another variable. Still don't remember how it works. Okay. I'm gonna try and make some more paint of this color. Luckily, like, most of the math is stuff that I can... It's usually the stuff that I'm like, I don't remember this is stuff that's very easy. It's just like, oh, right. Right, I remember now. Most of the math I can do. But some of the like reading stuff, I'm like, okay. What is a digraph? I don't know what that means. Someone please explain this to me. Once it's explained to me, I'm like, okay, I understand now that it's a sound made up by a couple of letters. But, at first I'm like, I don't know what this terminology is. It's like, I could probably figure this out once I know what the terminology is, but I don't know what this is. Yeah, that's a slightly different brown. It's very similar. I think it might be similar enough that we can call it good. I think the other one's slightly more orange. You need math a lot, not the super easy stuff, but you had to fight to get there. You know, good on you, quite honestly. Like, I feel like putting in the effort is more important than knowing it right away. I say as someone who, like, feels bad if I don't get it right away. I have a tendency to avoid things if I don't understand it immediately or I'm not really good at it immediately. Which is why I took back in 2020, I took a voice acting class via Zoom, and it was really fun class. But I was not very good at it. Very much not very good at it. And I did the second one in the series. Actually, I did the whole series of classes because I had fun with it and knew that I was not very good at it. I'm like, I need to do something that I'm enjoying and I'm not immediately good at. That seems healthy for me. Because I usually will abandon things that I'm not immediately good at. Which is not how you get better at things. Still not good at character work. I feel like I was pretty good at commercials by the end. I feel like I could do commercial reads pretty well. And it helped for just like teaching me how to read aloud and stuff too. Because I have a tendency to like rush when I'm reading aloud. I mean, I have a tendency to just rush when I'm talking, obviously. But I don't know, it kind of taught me a little bit how to like break things up a little bit, slow down, where to emphasize things. I don't know, it was a fun course, but yeah, I don't think I'll be becoming a voice actor anytime soon, unless it's just for like commercial stuff. Since that's the stuff I feel like I was pretty okay at. Not good at the character stuff. You know, I mean, I did theater for years. Loved doing theater. But that's something that I realized. It's just like I'm not good at playing a character. I don't know, I can't think through character motivation quick enough, I guess. I don't know, maybe that's something that I could practice at if I wanted to, but I think something that I want to do in Minecraft more. I think that can actually help me a little bit to figure out how to improvise and stuff better. And just in everyday life, I had this conversation with some friends actually recently. Because we have like weekly board game nights. I have one tonight actually. I have a group of friends, and it's a lot of the same people that are on the Minecraft server with me. Slightly different group, but a lot of overlap. And I can get really competitive. And we were playing a game that was kind of competitive, and it required some logic and stuff. And at one point, one of the other people in the group was just like, I'm gonna do this thing, and it's just like, why? There's no purpose to doing this thing. Like, you could save that for later and use it at a time that could really help you. They're like, yeah, but I just think it'd be really fun to make this the strongest monster possible. I'm like, yeah, okay. At the time, I was just like, why? And then looking back on it, I'm like, I wanna get better at just doing it for the bit. I used to love just doing things for the bit, but I don't know. I've been so. Actually, one reason you started playing D&D to get more comfortable in other roles. Yeah, that's. I wouldn't mind getting back into D&D. It's been a while. I just don't have time. But I just, yeah. I don't know. I want to get better at. Oh, I dropped in my paint. Oh, I dropped a dye in my paint. Luckily, it's just paint. No, it's a mess. Okay, let me clear this off. Oh man. I can just imagine cleaning this off and then accidentally dropping it in the paint again. Okay, I think we're okay. 2 more dice. What was I saying? Oh, but yeah, I don't know. I think I want to. That was the conversation I had was afterwards. Just like, I want to do more things, just because it's fun or it's funny. Like, not because like I have to win or I have to be right. Like, I want to just do things because I want to get better at yes-anding other people's bits and that sort of thing. Like, I think that's something that I could work on playing with friends, like, while playing with friends in Minecraft. Maybe figuring out how to be a character, too. I don't know. That's something that I think could come with D&D more, but I don't know. There's a lot of overlap in my brain between D&D and Minecraft. They're in my brain. They're very similar games, which maybe sounds weird, but I can explain. So I've been playing D&D since I was like 12. I grew up playing D&D because my dad played D&D, so he'd run little games for our family and stuff. And I only started playing Minecraft recently. I started playing in 2020. Because I wanted. Yeah, exactly. I'm really bad at not wanting to win too, and I need to. I want to get better about not having to win. I want to get better at just doing things because it's funny or it's fun, even if it makes me lose. But what was I saying? Ooh, I gotta show these to you guys because they're all done now. I think the beige was a good call, guys. I like the beige. Yeah, all done. It's a similar thing with me in D&D as well, where it's just like, okay, I want to do what will benefit the party most, not necessarily what my character would do. It's another one of those things where it's like, I should get better at just doing things for character motivation compared to just wanting to win. But I don't know, they're very similar games in my brain, because both of them, there's an infinite number of ways to play it. You're playing as a DM, not as an actual player. To be fair, I'm sure you're not doing this. I have had DMs before, or at least one DM before, where their goal was to win, and it was very not enjoyable. Because instead of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Instead of what's the word I'm looking for? Rewarding. Instead of rewarding players for being creative, that DM would kind of punish players for being creative, because they're just like, oh, you just killed my monster, so now I'm gonna throw 50 more monsters at you because I have to beat you guys. And it wasn't like, oh, this is obviously too easy for you, we'll make it more challenging. It was, how dare you, outsmart me type thing. Yeah, that game didn't last very long. It did not last very long. There's a difference between making it challenging and making it a competition. So I'm eating a cookie now. It's yummy. Just some ASMR while I munch into the mic. Okay. Let's see, what should we do next? Options are Jumbo, green, and I'm gonna do these with gold ink, I think. Another Bice, aka Buy Dice, with their red, blue, and purple in there. Or lemon bars. I don't know what color I'm gonna do lemon bars either. I could do them with gold. There's gold glitter in here. It might not stand out enough, though. I don't know. Here's an example, though, of what I was talking about before. Gold is just yellow. I have gold in here, guys. There's the gold, and it's literally just the same as the yellow, except shimmery. I have cookies stuck in my teeth. Maybe a yellowish orange? I'm debating whether that would blend in. Debating if it would blend in. Oh, we've gotten through a page of music. I must go to the next page. Ooh, that might be kind of pretty. What colors do I have? So maybe a little bit more reddish, actually, instead of yellow. Like a reddish orange. Most board games where you aren't working together to win, I am chaotic neutral. We actually had a really good time the other night playing Snake Oil. Which is sort of competitive, but it's also, it lends itself well to just being weird and like putting on a character. We'd gone through a few people. So in Snake Oil, you have one person who is some sort of like career person or something. They might be like a teenager or a pirate. And then everybody else has cards with random like nouns on them, random words. And you put two of your cards together to make an item to try and sell them. And we'd gone, I'm gonna start with these just because I know what color I want these. And we'd done a couple of people. And then finally we got to my brother. He's gonna be the person who had to, you know, choose like who won type thing. And I can't remember what he was. I think he was a witch. I think he was a witch is what he was. And he put on a whole voice for it and persona, and it was just like, okay, this is how this game is obviously meant to be played. Because he's just like, oh yes, dearie, my swamp is lovely this time of year. Like that sort of stuff. Just like, okay, we could have some fun with this. We could have some fun with this. I'm trying to convince my brother that he should be the one with the Minecraft YouTube channel instead of me. Because he's both funnier than I am and also better at Minecraft than I am. Like, this makes more sense. Is that visible enough? I think once we get it on the other side, it might be. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Like to screw other people over. Oh man. Yeah, there's a couple of us that are kind of rather competitive. There's one person that likes to do things for the lulz, not necessarily even just screwing other people over, but just because it sounds like fun. We have one person in our game night group that hates, like, is definitely not a strategy sort of person, but also hates, like, messing anybody else up, even if it is a competitive game, and will, like, play a card that benefits them, and they'll be like, I'm sorry, or like, dude, this is how the game works. You're supposed to try and win. It's okay. It is fine to try and win the game. Yeah. But yeah, a couple of us that are kind of competitive. A couple of folks that are just kind of chill. They're just there to hang out. And they'll try to win, but they aren't, like, vicious about it. I've always been competitive, though. That was, I think, one of the fun things about Snake Oil, too. I think I completely lost. I think everybody else got more cards than I did in Snake Oil, which is fine. But it was one of those games, too, where even though we're technically all playing against each other, it wasn't very... It was competitive in that, you know, we were trying to convince each other, you know, trying to convince the person, hey, you should buy my new product. But it wasn't, like, mean competitive. It was just like, if someone had something that was obviously great, like, it became like a meme for while we were playing and stuff like that. I don't know. I like having game nights as an excuse to just, like, have dinner with friends and hang out. So you want to win, but you also don't want to screw anyone over. It's a tough combination. Not really competitive, though. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've always been competitive. I do think maybe it goes back a little bit to what I was saying before about how I don't like I'm bad at continuing to do things if I'm not immediately good at them. So it might be tied into that a little bit. It's just like, I have to be good at things. Or it's... what's the point? Like... But yeah, it's something like I said, I want to get better at doing it for the bit, and also yes-anding other people's bits. Just because that's more fun. That's more fun. I think I kind of want to... yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where things go. I'm still figuring out kind of how I want to yes-and things. It's like, do I want to be, like, I don't know. We'll see how things fall into place. Oh, we're only an hour and 40 minutes in. Sweet. I need to go find the video footage. So I posted another Minecraft video semi-recently, just in the past couple of weeks. But I need to get going on the next one. And I, like I said, I hung out with some friends, and I'm gonna, I think, edit that up and put it in the video. But I have some video footage because I started working on the project that I want this video to be about. I have that, I kind of started that project a little bit already. And I have video footage somewhere of me starting it and talking about it a little bit, but I can't remember where I put it. I need to go look through all of my files, and I have some things that just aren't labeled very well. Because I realized that I'd put things into my video editor, and then I tried to change the file names and it broke everything, so I was like, okay, I guess these are just gonna be unlabeled files. Hope they're in order. Cool, there's our first one. I need to go back through and try and find the stuff from starting that. Because I think I have it somewhere. I remember recording it. I think it must be with the stuff from the last video. 'Cause that was when I started it. I finally decided it's just like, no. That is something that I decided with the Minecraft videos, is I need to do less in each video. There needs to be fewer projects. I need to have like one main project that I'm working on in each one. I just don't have time to do a bunch of different little things, which is what I was kind of doing before. I think I'd like to try and get a video out like once every 3 weeks or something. If I don't have a schedule like that, it just won't happen. But I think that's going to be my goal. It's like once every 3 weeks. But yeah, I know there's better videos out there. It's like, I don't know what, yeah, I don't know. Don't know what I was saying there. I am trying to get back into the so my schedule is changing. So for the summer, since I was, like I said, I work at a tutoring center, we had hours, like longer hours, but during the school year all of our hours are after school. So this next week my schedule is going from me working at 9 a.m. to me working at 3 p.m. So I'm trying to get back, figure out like what time I need to wake up, because I was waking up so I could go to work in the morning and then I would get home and work on things. But I think with this schedule, with working at 3 p.m., I'm probably going to try and get some work done before I go, this sort of work, I mean, done before I go to work, and then try and get some of it done after, because I don't like pouring resin before I have an appointment, because I never quite know how long it'll take. It's one of those things where if I'm gonna like pour resin, I'll want to do it on Saturday, on my weekend, or probably after I get home. So I need to figure out my schedule, when I plan to wake up, when I plan to go to sleep. Maybe I'll go back to what I kind of had before, where I was getting up at like 11. I have a schedule. Everything is very scheduled so that I can actually keep track of things. If I didn't have a schedule, oops, I just got gold paint on here. If I didn't have a schedule, nothing would ever get done, and I'd probably be very stressed because I wouldn't know when things needed to get done. I do need to figure out how I'm going to get back on track with the sanding, though. I think maybe I'm just going to have a day where I just do a whole crap ton of sanding. I think that might be the solution. Just get all of the Halloween dice sanded and get those polishing. That might be what happens. I think I need to go through and figure out, so like I was saying before, I think my new goal is 6 sets of D&D dice a month now, since I'm busy with, other stuff. So I think I have a bunch of different dice that I have that I could do for Halloween. I think I need to go look through them and figure out which ones I actually want to do for Halloween. Which 6 sets. And I'll probably leave out like 8 or something. It's just like, if they get done type thing. But I should figure out which sets I definitely want for the Halloween shop update, or the October shop update. Like the eyeball dice, I definitely want to have those ready for the October shop update. I don't know, they make sense to me for Halloween. I have some with bats in them. That would make sense for the October shop update. I have some that are just kind of red. Those, sure, I could do them for the October shop update, but they don't have to be for the October shop update. So I can set those off to the side for later. actually have quite a few sets of dice just sitting around that haven't been sanded and polished yet that are done. Oh, I really need to... I have a set of watermelon dice from a long time ago that I never actually sanded and polished, but they're so nice. I was gonna do them for like July and then I didn't. I forgot. But I really like that set. I should actually finish it at some point. Gold paint. Maybe I'm debating. It hasn't even been 2 hours yet, but I'm tired for some reason. I don't know what color I want to do the lemon bar ones. I might not do the lemon bar ones today. I think I'm gonna get all the D20s done first because I'm still not sure what color I want to do those. I might come back to them later. By later I mean sometime before Wednesday. I think I'm gonna post the photos of everything on Patreon dibs on Wednesday. I think I'm gonna change that so I'm not crunching quite as much. Because like I said, I still have things that are polishing. I have a few things that are just finishing up polishing still. Yeah, it is throwing me off a little bit, so I need to, you know, get my schedule so I'm waking up a little bit later. I've gotten so used to waking up at like 7:30 in the morning that now no matter what time I go to sleep, I wake up at 7:30 in the morning. So like I went to bed a little bit after midnight last night and I actually woke up probably closer to 8:30, but still, I don't know. I need sleep. I need lots of sleep. I'm sure I will get back into the habit of going to bed later. I think something that kind of helped was figuring out like a set time to start getting, like, to actually be done with work, start getting ready for bed. Like, giving myself like an hour or two to actually like relax before bed, stop working. I think that helped with actually getting me to go to sleep on time. So I might still kind of do that. Still have like a time which is like, okay, I'm off work at this time. Do I still sometimes work after that time? Sure. But do I feel like I have to work after that time? No. Because, I don't know, obviously I'm doing this from home. I'm kind of just always on the clock. You know, it's like, sure, I could go play Minecraft, but I could be working on sanding dice right now. And it'd probably be better if I was sanding dice right now. So it's nice having a time that I can clock out. But it's going to need to be a different time with the schedule change. So I'll have to figure that out. I think if I go back to like trying to get up at 10 or 11. I could probably go to sleep at 2. So maybe I'll clock out at midnight. That seems to line up actually with kind of what I did before. That makes sense to me. Alright. There's all the green ones. Green D20s. The gold maybe blends in a little bit. I feel like maybe it's a little bit easier to see in person, but yeah, there's so much gold in there that it's... They do kind of blend in a little bit. But... You know, I originally made these. These were going to be a Patreon... set of Patreon dice, and then I was just like, I don't know if I like them for that. And now that I've got them inked and things, I'm like, oh, these would have been fine. They would have been fine for Patreon dice. But I've already made other things. June's dice are currently cleaning. Okay. We'll get these 2 D20s done. So what color should I do this one? I could do... It might be a little bit subtle, but I could do this purple. That could be pretty. I mean, I could always do gold or shimmering white. Ooh, the shimmering white with a little bit of pink shimmer might be kind of pretty. Or pink. I kind of like the idea of one of the shimmers, though. This one's just shimmering white. This one's got kind of a pink tint to it. Like a pink shimmer to it. No, I don't want words. This one over here. This one's like blue glitter. Could do blue glitter. I kind of like the idea of the pink, if the pink would actually stand out. I think I'm going to try the pink. Let's see how the pink looks. It's possible that the pink won't show up. I could do a layer of pink and then do this over the top. Could do that. I have a nice light pink somewhere. Could do that. Alright, I think we're gonna do that. I think let's do the let's do pink, and then we'll do shimmery pink over the top. Let's see how this looks. Actually, we'll do one number and see how it looks. Here, we'll do the number 2. I think that the shimmery pink might make it a little bit less bright too, which will be good. I don't know. Is that too bright? I almost feel like maybe I should mix it with some white or something. It just seems very bright. I'm thinking more of a pale pink. Let me see how it looks with just this. I don't think I like how bright that is. Yeah. I've definitely heard this in the background of videos before, I think. Let me see how it looks with just the shimmering pink. I do kind of worry that it's just not going to show the pink at all. It'll just be blue. Okay. Okay. I'll do this in the 8 because it's dry. I think as long as I add enough paint, get some of that pink. And honestly, if we just have that kind of blue shimmer, we might be okay. I think I like, yeah, let's just do the shimmery pink. It might dry and be even less pink, but I feel like I'm okay with that. I feel like I'm okay if it just ends up being kind of the shimmery blue. You have to leave now. Found a bag of chips. Alright, enjoy your bag of chips. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, I like the pink. Cool. I can get any paint to come out. There we go. I can get enough paint in here. You know, I think YouTube works really well for the sort of like scheduled, you know, I'm streaming once a week, here's the dates type thing. I feel like Twitch is better for spontaneous, I want to stream right now. Like, obviously it does better when there's like a schedule, but I feel like it's more set up for, I just want to stream right now, I'm gonna go hop on and stream. Because there's more like prep work that goes into the YouTube ones. I was just thinking about that. I mean, usually if I'm doing arts and crafts stuff, like I have it scheduled. But I was like, what if I just want to stream Minecraft at some point? I could do that, but it takes a little bit more setup. Yeah, I like that. I like the pink. Pink, I think. I feel like the dot on the dots on here for like the 6 and the 9 are just a little bit too small. Just seems like a strange design choice. Like, look how small the little dot is there. It feels very small compared to everything else. It's really my only complaint though, so I like my jumbo dice. I need to start thinking of ideas for December dice. So I need to start thinking up some snowy, Christmassy December dice. So here's the thing. I've been coming up with a bunch of like Christmassy sort of dice. But that's because I've been working on the advent calendars, which I need to make sure I'm on top of that standing and everything. What was I saying? Oh, but I need to start thinking up ideas. I don't know what I want to do yet. Maybe something. I got some like little tiny pine cones. I could do like a pine tree kind of themed one. That could be really cute. Alright. I could do maybe like a bright yellow on the lemon bar ones. That might work. Like a bright yellow. It's a little bit lighter. That might be good. Let me finish this die and then we'll try that on the D6 and see how it looks. A little bit more paint, please. A little bit more paint, please. A little bit of paint. There we go. Because we just got one more number. I was telling some friends earlier, I think my goal, not my goal, but my reward to myself if I, at the point that I do actually get monetized on YouTube, which, like I was saying before, could be a couple years. But at that point, I think I'm going to get myself a new microphone. Because I like my microphone, but it sits on the desk, like the desktop, and I think I want something that could be with like a boom arm or something, so it'd be out of my way a little bit more. Because it's kind of in the way a little bit. Alright, all done with that. Let's see if how a bright yellow looks on the lemon bar ones. Like a light bright yellow, like that. Might be good. Let's see. Do it on a D6. It's nice and easy to get out of the numbers if I decide I don't like it. If I can get any paint to come out. we go. Let's see how this looks. I might just go with yellow. This might be alright. And it stands out nicely is the thing. I don't know. What do you think of just the yellow? I kind of like it. I think I kind of like it with just the yellow. Yeah. I think I might go with that. Why not? And it's different from the other ones too. Like I don't know, that's something that I always want. I feel like with the each shop update is I want variation. I don't want all of the dice to be like the exact same color or the exact same style. It's fun for everything to be a little bit different from each other. And that goes for how I ink them too. Some of them I want to be like super bright. Some of them not as bright. I like it with the yellow. Alright, I know I was gonna do the other D20, but now that I found a color I like, I'm gonna do the lemon bar ones. I might as well. Well, inspiration has struck. Faster when I just use my thumb to wipe the paint off instead of trying to rub it on the napkin thing. Depending on how much paint there is. That's a bunch of paint. More yellow paint. How's the focus on the camera? I can't tell because I guess I could bring things a little bit closer. I'll be honest, my eyesight is so bad it's hard for me to tell. I think I have an appointment to get my eyes checked in September, if I remember correctly, so that's good. I'm glad. I can tell that my eyesight has gotten worse. I totally just painted my tripod. Alright, that's fine. One of the things that has definitely made it clear to me that my eyesight has gotten worse is when I take my glasses off to pour resin. Because it doesn't really work well with my glasses and the respirator on. And suddenly I can't read the stream chat. Just like, alright, I gotta squint. See what are these words that people are... I assume they're words that people are typing. Also, I was driving somewhere the other day with my glasses on. And I was like, oh, I can read none of these street signs. It was like dusk where it's like kind of hard to see anyways. But still, it's just like, I can tell that they're street signs. Don't know what they say. That road could be named anything. That seems safe. That seems safe while I'm driving. But I'm glad I'm gonna get that checked out. I've been meaning to for a while. I need to get insurance stuff figured out. Man, why can't insurance just be simple? Why can't I just have insurance? I need to get that. I have insurance at the moment, but I don't think I'm gonna be eligible for it. Because of like how much I'm making and stuff. So I'm gonna have to figure out a different place to get insurance through. Which will be fun, because then I'll have to go and figure out like where accepts my insurance. I was just thinking about it, but this is completely off topic to anything, like, just thinking about it randomly. But I feel like there's certain skills that it's hard to be accurate. How do I put this? I feel like I'm pretty okay at acting confident in social situations, even if I don't know anybody. And part of the reason that I think that is because, you know, I've had friends ask me to go with them to things before, because they're like, I want someone to come with me, but I need someone who's gonna be okay being around people they don't know. Like, alright, I can come with you. But that's like one of those skills, I guess, that it's hard to accurately judge yourself, I feel like. Because, like, I could be really wrong on that. I could be absolutely wrong. I don't know. I'm trying to think of some more... I guess it's mostly, like... I'm thinking about, like, D&D stats now. So, in D&D, you've got, what is it, 6 stats? Wisdom, intellect, strength, constitution, charisma, and what am I missing? Dexterity. Right? Did I say that? Strength, dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, constitution. Yes. So you got like 6 stats. And, you know, it's kind of interesting to try and figure out, like, what would your stats be? What would be your highest stat and your lowest stat? And what would your, like, class and race be? Like, if you were a D&D character, what would be, you know, what would your character be? I don't know. I think it's fun. Like we determined at one point, I think that my brother and I talked about this. He would be like a multi-class artificer druid, which is an interesting combo. And I think I'd be a bard that maybe multi-classed into warlock. But thinking about the stats though, like I feel like it's easier to say, okay, yes, I would have a higher strength or I would have a low constitution, but I feel like charisma is one of those stats where it's harder to judge yourself, maybe. I guess there is a certain amount of what's the word I'm looking for? Quantifiable stuff that you can see if you have a high charisma, because you know, high charisma does not mean that you're likable necessarily. It just means that you can get people to do what you want. And that's why like intimidation can be a charisma stat, or a strength stat depending on situations and stuff. Because you know, intimidation isn't about people liking you; it's about getting people to do what you want. And I don't know, because both a bard and a warlock are charisma-based classes. But I don't know if that would be my highest stat or not. Maybe it would, because I don't know. Probably wouldn't be strength. I'm not the strongest. Wouldn't be probably constitution. I'm not the healthiest. Or dexterity. Don't have good hand-eye coordination. What part of the reason I don't play a lot of video games. I don't know about wisdom and intellect. I feel like I could have a fairly high intellect. I know a lot of random stuff. When it comes to applying it, see, the thing is with wisdom, I feel like I'm okay sometimes at applying things to situations, but also my memory is terrible. So maybe not on that one. I don't know. That one's a hard to guess, hard to judge. I think wisdom and intellect actually. I guess those are more not physical traits. Like wisdom, intellect, and charisma are not physical characteristics, whereas strength, dexterity, and constitution are more like. Oh, I recognize that too. Who uses that? Someone uses that in the video. The music, sorry. This sounds like, oh, what does this music sound like? It sounds like it'd be playing in the background of something, but I can't think of what it is. Ooh, I need to clean this side of the die apparently a little bit more. It's got a little bit of polish stuck on there. A little bit of polish on the side of the die. There, I got it. Okay. Ooh, I like this part. I don't know if I like the saxophone part though. Alright, so I think we can finish this set of dice and the last d20. And then I think we can get all of that done today. And then I need to wait for the other stuff to be done polishing before I can ink it. So we've got we'll get these done and then... Sorry, just looking at the music. This is like a music box thing. Sounds like a music box. Alright, there's the D12. Let's get the other D10 done. I actually have a few sets of dice that I was trying to get done for the last shop update that are now done. So I could get those inked as well. Like I said, I'm like a month behind on things. But I have like a couple of sets over here that I could get all inked up as well. They don't exactly match the theme though. Something I've discovered, sorry, I got distracted by the music again. Something I've discovered with doing the like dice pouring sets music, which I've been having fun with, is that it looks more correct when you have the visuals pop up like just slightly before the beat and the music. Like it feels slow. It feels like it's dragging a little bit if you have it exactly on time with the music. So quite often I will edit it all together and then I will literally go in and move the music by like a frame so that the all of the visuals are coming in like a frame before music. Something that, I don't know, just something that I found interesting. But I guess it kind of makes sense. My brother was talking about something that I think he was watching, or that I can't remember what it was, but he was watching something about, it might have been animation or something, but having like kind of like a pause will build tension. And he was like, maybe it kind of has to do with that, where you're kind of like, you have the visual and you're like, ooh, there's gonna be a sound coming, type thing. It wasn't even a pause. It was it had to do with timing, I think, sound versus when you actually see the monster type thing. To be fair, sound design fascinates me. I don't like scary things, but I still like. I like them on a metatextual level. Like, I don't like being scared, but I really enjoy knowing how it works. Like, how horror as a genre works and stuff. Like, I'd be so interested in, like, making some sort of, like, horror game or something. Partially just because I was like, I want to figure out how to do the sound design. Because sound design is so important. It's really interesting sometimes watching like a horror game and going, okay, would this be scary if it didn't have this background music type thing? Because it's just like, okay, so you know, we're literally just standing in a hallway type thing. Why is this scary? And going, okay, there's certain sound cues where it sounds like there's something, you know, behind you that shouldn't be there. There is music that is rising tension. I don't know. There's so much that can be done with sound design. I wonder if I could use that. I have kind of an idea. I don't know. My brother and I have talked about game ideas before. We always come up with horror game ideas for some reason. But I had one fairly recently that I think I could see being kind of cool and doable. But I might be able to do some stuff with sound design, I think. I have to think on that. I'm starting to go cross-eyed. Let's get these done. Call it a day. Alright, just have the D2 here. They're very sunshiny. I don't know if they're your lemon barry, but they're very sunshiny dice. That's for sure. Need a little bit more yellow paint. Something I found is that with these D2s, if they're very translucent, sometimes it's hard to tell which way is up because the paint. Let's see if it'll do it, if it does on this one. Nope. See, you can't really see that the symbol on that side. If it's like a super translucent D2, sometimes you'll see the paint on that side, and it's hard to tell which side the symbol's actually on. Alright, there's that. Let me show you these. Here's our lemon bar dice. Very yellow. Let's just get this D2 done and we can call it a day. What color do I want to do this? Maybe this one with the shimmering, like, color shift white that kind of shimmers pink. That sounds nice. We'll at least try it and see how it looks. Or maybe I should just do it with the regular shimmering white. Or I could do it with like the pink or something. Nah, we'll do it with this. I think that's fine. Oh wait, I think I have the, here, wait, I have my box of fluff. Look, there's the box of fluff. We were talking about this earlier. No head or anything, just a box of fluff. I can actually see her head this time. I see whiskers poking out, but sometimes it's hard to tell the shimmering white will be good. It definitely stands out. Oh, what I was going to say though is that most of the cats, like, usually I will have like 3 cats in here with me hanging out. Not always, usually at least 2. But I have found that quite a few of them do not like hanging out when I'm talking. They like to hang out in here when I'm in here, but not when I'm like recording or streaming. Just like, no, it's loud in there. I'll go sleep somewhere else. But Luna's here. Luna's here keeping me company, being all fluffy in her box. I need to go clean. I found that one of the cats has been sleeping in the linen closet. And she's been sleeping on a blanket that's all, folded up on one of the lower shelves in there. There is so much cat hair. So much cat hair. I should probably wash that blanket. I guess it's not really hurting things too much, but oh my gosh. She has her little nest in there. It's absolutely coated. Elevator music? It sounds like hold music, I think. Not as much now, but please stay on the line. It really does. I don't know. It's like slightly fancier hold music. And the next available call. Yeah, the next available agent will be with you shortly. Maybe I should have just done these like a solid white instead of a shimmery white. Probably would have looked nice. Maybe it would have contrasted the shimmer on the inside, but a little bit late now. A little bit late for that now. I'm not redoing it. Alright. Well. I will show off all of the things that we worked on today. And get this all done. I have 4 more sides to do. Need more paint. There we go. To level up here. You know, I said that about the cats not wanting to be in here while I'm talking, and one of them showed up. Hello! We now have Not with us. I might go eat something after this too. Going over for dinner to a friend's house, but I want a snack. I've only had those little cookie cracker things so far. Yeah, I still have in the tumbler polishing a set of Neapolitan dice, a set of rainbow macaroon dice, which I don't think anyone's seen yet, but I'd like to get those done. If I don't get them done, it's fine. They're not like super dessert themed, but I'd like to get them done. And then I have a set of like mint chocolate chip ones, but those are going to be going to a friend. I'll still take photos of them though, because I really like them, and I should post them on social media, because I quite like those ones. Alright, here's our D20 there. Oh, and let's see, we're going to go back through all the other stuff that we inked today. Got our green dice with our gold numbers. They're a little bit hard to read maybe, but I feel like the gold matches. I think they may be a little bit easier to read in person too. They look like they're a little bit harder to read in the image on the stream. We have a rainbow die, which I'm not sure if I want to put in the store, if I'm going to keep it for myself, because I really like it. So you may or may not see the rainbow die in the store. We have our jumbo die. Things have started to dry. They're kind of pinkish numbers with like a blue shimmer. It's kind of pretty because it's kind of blue in some spots and pink in others. And then we've got the dice sets. We've got berry cheesecake. Berry cheesecake. Yeah, berry cheesecake. And we've got our fruit tart that has our beige numbers, which I think turned out really well. And we've got our lemon bar dice, which are just very lemony. Lots of yellow on gold. And that is what we've done in about 2.5 hours. So thanks for hanging out. I think I'm gonna head out, go find something to eat probably. But I'm glad that you guys could come hang out for a little bit. This is perfect. My music just stopped. And hopefully I will see you guys later. I think, what is today? I think I'll be streaming next week. Yes, I'll be streaming next week. Don't know what yet. I'll have to look and see if I have anything written down, but oh gosh, the focus on this thing is terrible. Let me go back to this. Okay. So I'll be there we go. Yeah, I'll be streaming next week. Not quite sure what yet. Probably pouring resin would be my guess. But I probably won't be streaming the week after that, because I'll be tabling again. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys then. Look at how much paint I just have sitting out here. There's so much paint.